All right, y'all. So we're back. I had to talk on the phone to my grandmother. Definitely gotta make sure your elders are good. Love on them. Check on them while you still can. While they're still on in this earth realm. We know that the dead don't really die. They just keep on living. Don't let that go over your head. But anyway, going back to what we've been talking about. So where did I leave off? We were talking about Yaya Mayweather. So basically, allegedly, according to all news outlets, she stabbed 2 times. She stabbed one of her fiance's baby mothers. So her fiance is NBA Youngboy. He's a young rapper. He's Generation Z, so I'm not too familiar with him, with his music. But it was in his home in Houston, and Yaya went to his house and she saw his baby mother's 25 years old, and she saw her, and things got out of hand. They escalated and they got into a verbal altercation, which led into a physical altercation, and Yaya Mayweather allegedly ended up stabbing the young lady 2 times, and the lady had to go to the hospital, and Yaya got arrested. But shortly after her getting arrested and booked, allegedly NBA Youngboy came and got her out. So she's currently, I'm assuming, out on bond, allegedly. All right. So, reason that I wanted to talk about this, because it's very interesting. I think we all could attest, ladies watching, we've all fell for, bad boys. So this is very interesting. It brings up different discussions about, is it worth, fighting over a man, and are you emotionally stable to be in a relationship?
It's not the first time she's fought over him.
Right. She got into allegedly got into another physical altercation with a young lady, I think in Dallas, outside of a hotel over him. It was another girl. So he allegedly has multiple young ladies in his life. He has multiple children by multiple different young ladies. So she's constantly in conflict with the other women in his life. Y'all, this is a hot mess. Like, I feel like we all have gone through those bad boy stages. Like, I can attest to it. I've dated guys who, were no good for me, and they probably didn't genuinely like me or care about me. They were just probably, trying to use me, for sex. Even though that didn't happen. But I think we've all just been down that road. Like, why do you think we like, or we go through that stage? Because it's very common.
It's very.
And men go through their stage where they like, the promiscuous women or the quote unquote hoes. So. They go through their stage too, but we're talking about women tonight.
Or what it is, or why we are so attractive to men like that. I mean, I've done it when I was young, had that bad boy. I know he wasn't any good. The more my mom and dad told me that he wasn't any good, the more I wanted to be with him. And I'm sure that's what Floyd and her mom is doing. The more they tell her he's no good for her, she don't need to be with him, she's better than that, the more she wants to be with him. And I don't know why that is, why we feel like, okay, the more you tell me not to be with him, the more I'm going to be with him. But she's gotten herself in a situation that she's going to regret for the rest of her life. Because from my understanding, just reading on the blogs, it seems to be a pretty serious situation. And she's so young.
She's only 19.
Yeah, and when I saw it
to be going through this so young, she a baby.
On the Shade Room, it's like, okay, what are you doing? And you're 19. So it makes me think that, okay, I have a 27-year-old. But if I call Samantha and say, hey, you doing some real foul stuff, some foolish stuff, you need to bring your butt home. I'm trusting and believing that I have instilled morals and values in her where I call her and tell her she doing some foul stuff. Her foundation is going to click in and saying, hey, my mama taught me better than this. This is foul. I need to pull up out of here and get away from this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what relationship she has with her mother or with her dad, where they hadn't connected with her, where they can say, hey, no matter what age you are, your mom and dad should be able to say, hey, what you doing is foul. You need to stop, and you take heed to it. I don't know if they've lost that control or they never had that control or what has happened in their relationship. But her father is Floyd Mayweather. Why in the world do you want to run around with a young man like that? You can have everything in this. We're talking about a 15-year-old that was in a Maybach, in a Bentley, driving a Bentley, going to school in a Bentley. We talking about whatever she wanted.
She has access to.
She has
She has money. She has power. She has access to a different caliber of young men she could be dating. You know, she could be dating the sons of other millionaires and billionaires.
What is it?
Running around with this little
that makes
boy.
her wants to be connected or makes her want to be involved with a young man like this to the point where she wants to
putting her life and freedom in danger.
Yeah, well, you want to assault somebody. From my understanding, from on the blogs, allegedly, he was in the house when she walked in. The other young lady was there. He was there. She said leave. The other young lady said, I'm not leaving. Okay, but he's there and it's his house. So why didn't he speak up and say, hey, you need to leave. This is my fiance, my wife, or whoever she is, my girl. You need to leave. Why did he let it escalate to the point where she goes and get, allegedly, everything is allegedly, knives and stab this girl? You know what I'm saying? So now she's out and then she goes back. She goes back to where this young man is after all of this has transpired. So that means that your mama and your daddy, I don't know if they've cut off connection with her.
We don't know what the state of their relationship is. And to play devil's advocate, you can instill certain morals and values into your children, give them that foundation, but it's not always a guarantee that they will stand firm and stay dedicated and stay planted solidly on that foundation. So
but
Lady Floyd and her mom tried to warn her, tried to tell her about the little boy, but her being young and emotionally immature and naive, and she don't want to listen. She feel like, what can you tell me? I see how you move, how you treat women. So what do you know?
And then on the video, the young man is disrespecting her dad. Mm-hmm. So that says a lot too. So you just don't know what state of mind she's in,
or what relationship is like with her dad currently.
Yeah,
they may not be on the best terms right now. Prior to that, they probably weren't.
But I've seen Yaya and her mom on Instagram together, interacting together, and their relationship, seem pretty good. So, I don't know if she's not listening to her mom anymore, but it's just, for her to be so young. So now you got this whole situation upon you, and, it's not looking bright, from what allegedly is being said. It's not looking bright. I don't know if she's going to need her daddy to save her out of this. She's going to need some Floyd Mayweather money.
Yeah, and influence.
Yeah. For this one. She really is. Because she's really gotten herself in a situation, fighting somebody, but when you start to pull out knives and you assault somebody, that's a felony.
Yeah.
That's a felony.
Like I said, we've all been there. We've all made poor decisions over a man, but it's never worth your freedom. And, that young lady, she could have had a gun on her. She could have called her people up,
and who's
shoot
to
up
say
anything.
That may not happen.
She may retaliate, or her people, you just never know. I just don't think it's worth it. I just hate how we put our life and our safety and our well-being on the line, for a man or for a relationship. It's just not good. But she's gonna have to learn in due time. She's impressionable. She's 19. You probably can't tell her nothing. This is probably her first experience, sexual experience. So it's like she probably looking at it like it's them against the world, and people don't know. And I think she has said that in a live, like, y'all don't know what's going on, y'all talk all this crap, y'all don't know us, making all these assumptions. So I think, eventually, hopefully, she will come to some understanding and just really see things for what they are. And we all peep peep the game for what it really is in our own time. I mean, you have women who are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s who still haven't caught on yet. I know women personally who still haven't caught on yet. So hopefully she'll catch on sooner rather than later, because she has a lot to live for. And if she redirect her focus, her time, her energy, she got a lot going for herself. She has that privilege. And I say use that to your advantage. Why would you come from money and want to date down? That don't make no sense to me. But that's me running into my hypergamy tangent. But that's for another day, another video, another topic for another day. But I just don't think it's worth her life, her reputation. What if she wants to go into business for herself? This could, potentially come back and haunt her.
Or get a job.
Yeah, or get a career going. Maybe she might
want to get a job.
Yeah, maybe she might want to branch out and build her own brand. Aside from her father, this will come back and haunt her, and she may end up doing time. Her dad's money may not be able to keep her out. She may do some jail. We don't know how long, but it's possible. And that young lady could sue her. Yeah, the young lady may try to pursue
consequences
her. Not only
her actions.
Yeah, and the young lady may try to pursue her not only criminally but civilly.
Yeah.
Emotional distress, and it's all type of stuff that young lady could do, especially if she get the right people in her ear and tell her how to handle this situation. Sheesh, it's just a hot ghetto mess. It is, and it's so sad how we sacrifice ourselves for men. And I think it speaks a lot about self-esteem too. She's going through something emotionally, and she's a young girl. She's a young girl. She needs to be held responsible for her actions, but I definitely can relate to being 19 and being young and being naive. Even though I never, stabbed anybody over a man, I do remember what that feels like to, just being puppy love and, want to hang on to every word that your partner is saying.
In sixth grade, though.
Okay, she trying to spill my tea. We're not talking about that right now. Yeah, I gotta watch her. She is Miss Shady Boots, okay? OG Shady Boots, okay? Okay, middle age Shady Boots. I ain't thinking about her though. But yeah, do you have anything else you wanna?
No, I
say about this? Cause
when I saw it on the Shade Room,
it's the hot ghetto mess.
I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? It's like, oh, poor baby, don't do that. No. But she's in Houston and her mom and daddy is in Vegas. And she got out. At least he went and got her. And they,
Well, what steps did he fail to take to diffuse the situation before it even escalated?
I'm quite sure he was just sitting there watching it.
Why you even let them get close to each other? As a man, that's your crib. You know what I mean? You could have shut that down
quick.
I'm pretty sure both of those young ladies hang on to his every word. He could have got some order.
And what made her want to go get knives? Not one, but they say two.
I think, allegedly she stated the young girl was charging her.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
she was coming at her. So I guess she probably gonna say, self-defense. Claim self-defense, yeah. So, I mean, we weren't there, so we don't know. It'll be her word against the young lady's word. But I feel like sometimes, you know what, Mom? Sometimes I think some men, they get off on seeing women fight over them.
They do.
They get aroused. They think that's sexy.
They do.
That's dangerous to be with a man like that, ladies.
It is.
Dangerous.
It sure is.
Very dangerous.
Very.
A man that's okay with seeing you fight over him physically, put your life on the line for him, when you fighting his side chick or whatever chick he's messing with in addition to you, that's dangerous. And why would you want to be with a man that puts you in that position? You messing around with this other girl. Now you got her mad at me, ready to kill me. Well, really, she should be mad and ready to get you. But you think that's sexy. That's dangerous. And it's sick. It's very sick and sadistic to me. So yeah, y'all, that's our thoughts about the whole Yaya Mayweather versus NBA YoungBoy's baby mama. Let us know what you think down in the comment section about the situation. Like, do you think she was in the wrong? Do you not think she was in the wrong? I mean, let us know down in the comment section. So on that note, I'm Sammy Nicole. This is Fifi. We are the Sammy Nicole and Fifi Show. And until next time, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, y'all always coming up to me when, back when we was able to go outside.
Before outside closed.
Before outside closed, y'all always be like, oh, I love your channel with you and your mom. It's so cool. Well, y'all subscribe to y'all girls. Like, help us out. Y'all be lurking. But you don't ever want to subscribe. Like, come on. It's free. It's free 99, So, yeah, on that note, bye. Until next time, y'all. We're out.